Charlie Brown and the football once again. Now, I don't know what the QAnon bunch is saying about this. I'd love to hear what they have to say. They'll say trust the plan is what they'll probably say. Now, I don't misinterpret this. Don't be confused. Don't be mistaken. This does not mean that I like Hillary Clinton or that I support the Clintons. I've done nothing but report the truth about the Clintons and all their crimes. And I'm not even saying they're innocent of this stuff that they just got away with under Mr. Trump and Mr. Barr. If anything, they just got so much blackmail juice and criminal juice and power that they just can get away with whatever they want, That would be my first assumption. Drug dealing, rapes, all that kind of stuff they're up to. So don't misunderstand and say that I like the Clintons or, I'm a Democrat or, I support the Clintons or anything like that. That's insane. As a matter of fact, the Trump campaign came to me for opposition research against the Clintons. Okay, when he was running for president down there, when he was down there at Mr. Fisher's, Keith Schiller's old boss, at the Intrepid Museum for the debate. I talk about it many, many times. You go back there and find it. A whole room of people that know Ed Opperman was at that debate. Paula Jones, Juanita Broderick, Keith Schiller was there, Rudy Giuliani was there, everybody. All my friends were all there. All right. Putting up Trump for president. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking through my... Hey. All right. Some new pictures came out this week of Bill Clinton on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. My God, that's breaking news. As a matter of fact, good old Ted Rubenstein posts a link on my thing to some guy on YouTube. Why not post a link to it? It was in the Sun, the Sun, right? It comes out with these pictures. They find these pictures. These pictures, by the way, have been around. I heard about them back in June of 2016, and I reported to you on the air about these pictures back in June of 2016. Told you about these pictures of Bill Clinton on the plane, on Epstein's plane. These pictures were out there. They were being sold, or they've been trying to be sold, and they were being silenced. And I told you at that time, too, that there was also pictures of Trump with these models and they turned out to be Stormy Daniels, turned out to be Karen McDougal. But I'm telling you guys this, pictures of Trump on Epstein's plane as well. Those pictures have not come out yet. Whoever made this deal was part of all that deal. Okay? I know the guys behind the Stormy Daniels deal. I've known them for years and years and years. But whoever made this other deal, I don't quite know. Or I'm not saying if I do. How's that? But I know that there's pictures of Trump, too, because the same people told me that there were. Okay? So, whatever you do. But I got to love it. I'm telling you about this, 2016. It all comes out. It comes out later on that I was the PI in the Epstein lawsuit. It comes out later on, Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal. All this stuff comes out. But but he's wrong about Trump, though. He's right about everything else over and over and over and over again. But he's wrong about this. And then I got to deal with some nut. Whoever he is, a YouTube channel comes out. Everybody's posting his YouTube channel on my page. Okay. And what's he talking about? He's talking about the news article in the Sun. Just post a link to the Sun. Let's see the pictures. What do I got to listen to some guy on YouTube talking about something else that I'm involved in? But, I have no reason to be upset. I have no reason to be, a little frustrated here. A little. It's not enough that my landlord's raping me for $600 over the next 6 months. I got to deal with this stuff. Now, what I want you to keep an eye on, okay, because there's a lot going on here. You may recall, right around the time of Pizzagate, right? Did the first show on Pizzagate. Okay. Interviewed first-hand witnesses involved in Pizzagate for real. Not on the radio, not on YouTube, in real life, real people. Got their statements. Okay? And at that time, I said, I got all these hits, like 40,000 hits on my first broadcast about that show, about that topic. And I said, you know what? I says, if like 10% of these people would just become members, I can investigate this and I can make cases. I can get arrested. And look at me now. Can I do it? Half of it's out now, right? What I'm doing, what I'm up here doing. It's in the news. And somebody came up with this idea. Oh, let's all crowdsource and we'll hire Ed Opperman as our private investigator. And I said, that's crazy. You can't do that. I can't have 10,000 clients, each paying me $1. And I got to report back to 10,000 clients. I have to give updates to 10,000. There's changes in the course of the investigation. You need a client to go back and report to. You can't have this kind of crowd-funded investigation. But some clever characters saw an opportunity, maybe by design, maybe by or luck, fate, whatever it was, and they decided they were going to become crowdsource investigators and take all this money, travel around the world, pointing pictures, cameras in their own face and talking about nonsense. Okay? What got twisted, what was meant for good, a good idea that could have, a legitimate idea got twisted and used for propaganda, disinfo, and BS. Okay. Now, since that time, I'm kind of getting my little groove on here, right? And I come up with this formula where the victims of these crimes and these kind of things can come to me. I can prepare their case. I can prepare a case summary, and I can present it to a series of attorneys that I have, who will then either take the case or turn it down. We send it to another attorney, whatever. But we can get this from victim seeking help to a professional preparation of the case, to a real lawyer that'll take it on contingency, to a real settlement. Okay, we've got that down, guys. Okay, finally. Okay, all this work I've done all these years, I've been talking about McMartin and all this kind of stuff like that since the 80s. And now finally, at this point in my life, 57 years old, we've got the formula together. We got the team together. We can do it. I've got the experience now. I know what I'm doing. And what do I see? Okay, keep your eye out for this, man. If you ignore everything else I say tonight, keep an eye out for this. What you're going to start to see now, okay, is a corruption and a perversion of that formula that I just created, okay? And these YouTube stars and these YouTube celebrities and these Twitter stars, and I talk to these people, man, they're telling me they're working on this. They got inside information about that. What do you got? All right, what do you got? Let's work. Bring it to me. I'll take care of this for you. No, I don't want to talk to you, Ed. I'm too busy. Too busy talking to my fans. But you're talking about my case. You're talking about my Disney case that I'm working on. You're talking about my Epstein case that I'm working on. Would you like to talk to me? I'll tell you what really went on. We'll work together on this. No, Ed, got to talk to my fans. I'm too busy. I'm tweeting. You're going to see those characters, those grifters, okay? And those disinfo characters, these Twitter creations that somehow get tens of thousands of followers overnight. They've done nothing in their life. They have no background. Nobody knows them. But suddenly they're a superstar. You're going to see those guys suddenly now start putting together cases. And he's going to be designed to lure in the poor unsuspecting victims to come in and not be properly vetted and just misdirected and sent back down a bunny trail or who knows what. But it's definitely not to benefit the victims in these cases. And it's not to obtain any justice in these cases. I can promise you that, guys. I can promise you that. I've been doing this long enough. I'm in a zone here. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, I had Stephen Hoffenberg on the show. I taped with him last week. I think it was Saturday afternoon. And I'm talking to him, and I'm getting more and more frustrated. Because we're talking about different things. We're talking about how Epstein had a piece of property that was owned by the State Department. And by the way, State Department is CIA. You should know that every time I've ever met somebody in the CIA, they've always said that they were in the State Department. Okay, and then after talking to them a little while, you get their background and it comes out. Okay, so then Epstein was involved with some property owned by the State Department. We're talking about how he was untouchable. We're talking about how Ghislaine Maxwell is untouchable with her blackmail that she has now with her relationship with Israel, a relationship to spying. He thinks that she's dead already. I think we both agree that Epstein was walked out of there, okay, and he's alive. And they've both got this mountain of blackmail dirt on all these people. And also, too, they've been intelligence agents. These people are untouchable. I've come to the conclusion that this whole scenario where Epstein was arrested, and then right before the alleged death, he takes $600 million and he transfers that into a fund controlled by his longtime attorney now, who controls the $600 million estate, quote-unquote estate. There's got to be more than $600 million. We know Epstein's brother, me and Hoffenberg talk about this, Epstein's brother has a building worth $100 million. This guy has no source of income. This is part of Epstein's... why can't the government see this at $600 million? Of course they can. I think this was a creation of a slush fund to pay for legal fees, to pay for settlements. They've had no problems paying for settlements all these years. Know that for a fact. They've been paying them, you know? But they just couldn't take the news. They couldn't take the scrutiny of all this. So that's my thinking right now, is that a slush fund was created, a death was faked, and now they're all under protective, not custody, but they're under protection. You know, they're out there under protection. And nothing's changed. No one's been brought to justice in any of this. And probably nobody ever will. We'll be right back after these messages. And now a word from our sponsors. If you find yourself in need of legal representation, it can be a very stressful time in your life. In my career, I have dealt with thousands of lawyers, I've dealt with thousands of law firms, and I can confidently recommend to you Keith M. Davidson at kmdlaw.com. Available 24 hours, 7 days a week. Just log into kmdlaw.com. That's kmdlaw.com. Or you can call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. That's 833-4KMD-LAW. Personal injury, wrongful death, STDs, sexual assault, car accidents. They handle it all efficiently and professionally. It doesn't matter how imposing the opposition may be, because the team at kmdlaw.com are battle-tested and fierce. They will not stop until justice prevails. Go to kmdlaw.com or call toll-free 833-4KMD-LAW. If you're in for the fight of your life, stop screwing around and contact KMD Law.
Are you ready to change your life, but don't know how to start? Is your stress and worries keeping you awake at night? Have you been battling grief, anxiety, or depression all alone? Have you lost touch with your own sense of being or spirituality? Soul Free Therapies offers professional and affordable live video streaming counseling and coaching services from the comfort of your own home. Sessions offered in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Go to our website at www.soul-free.com and book your first session today.
Hey, check out our brand new sponsor, Dynamic Solutions 2. That's the number 2. They offer a life-changing, dynamic financial solution. The finest in fast, professional, affordable credit repair. Is your credit in bad shape? Do you need a new car? Ready to buy a new house? Do you want to rent an apartment? Are you going to apply for a job? Any one of these activities, they're going to ask for a credit report and then check out your credit score. Let Dynamic Solutions 2 erase your negative credit remarks. They have affordable monthly prices. They accept Visa, MasterCard, PayPal options available. You go to www.dynamicsolutions, that's the number 2.com, or call 424-888-2820. 424-888-2820. Now, if you enter promo code ED or you mention Ed Opperman, you get a 10% discount. How's that? You get a free consultation, all negative items removed, get back in positive credit position. Dynamic Solutions 2, life-changing dynamic financial solutions. 424-888-2820. Tell them Ed Opperman sent you. You get a 10% discount. PureSoapFlakes.com, 218-568-2525. Have you ever heard of Castile Soap? Pure Soap Flake Company handcrafts fine soap bars, laundry powder, and concentrated soap flakes using organic vegetable oils from their northern Minnesota facility. Bathe your body and wash your clothes with Pure Soap products that are free of fragrance, GMOs, palm oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and synthetic additives. Keep it clean, folks. Pure Soap Flake Company products are kind to living creatures and sensitive skin, safe for drains and waterways, and work great in high-efficiency washers and top and front-loading machines. They have a little promotion going on. Contact them to order some soap. Mention the Opperman Report. You're going to get a free gift. They're going to sing a little